Hi guys, I just want to welcome you to my kitchen. I'm just Friday evening getting organized for the rest of my next week, because that's what's really important to do when you want to stay focused on eating right and being healthy, because one of the biggest things that happens when we want to start focusing on torching calories is, of course, we want to make sure that we are being prepared. So I'm just going to be putting some chicken in the oven. We've already talked a little bit at the beginning of our program about healthy swaps. So, you know, we're swapping out those heavy fatty meats for some like lean chicken, turkey, or even pork chops is a good choice. But again, the leaner the meat, the better. My other favorite is basa fish. I do it the exact same way on a bake sheet. Put my basa from a free-frozen state into the oven. I cook enough up for at least about 3 or 4 days for the family, so that we have a piece of chicken for each of our meals. Okay, so we've already been talking about swapping out foods and talking about, you know, we shouldn't be having any more bagels in the morning. We should be having our Ezekiel breads. We should be swapping out some of our higher fat and high sugar yogurts for the natural choices of our Greek yogurts. We've talked about all of those wonderful things at the grocery store the last time we met. Now we want to be, you know, talking about the other things that we should be doing, like wearing a pedometer or a Fitbit, so that we're actually calculating how many calories we're burning on a regular basis. So most of us, we need to be burning about 10,000 steps per day. So if you had a pedometer, you'd be able to know that you did about 10,000 steps. That's approximately around 5 miles of walking every day. So we should be making sure that we're not just doing those linear movements of walking anymore. We want to be getting through those flex passes that we have. I know I've seen a lot of you guys this past week, and we've been finishing them off, so that's awesome. I'm really glad that we're getting close to spring break and you guys have been using those up. And then how many of you have been using avocado instead of mayonnaise or butter? Because there's a big change in our caloric intake that we can be making those swaps with. So carbohydrates, just like the word says, hydrate. So you want to make sure that you're eating your carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not bread. Carbohydrates are vegetables. Carbohydrates are complex, and you want your complex high protein carbohydrates. So grains and beans are great for the body. So make sure that you're getting lots of those fibrous foods. That's going to help with your calories. Protein levels. 20 to 35% of our calories should be coming from a protein source. Protein suppresses the appetite, and protein has a higher thermogenic effect than carbs. It takes 20% more energy for your body to digest and assimilate protein than it does for carbs. I talk a lot about high-intensity interval training. If you haven't already, come to a class or start incorporating it into your weight training routine. So for example, if you're doing your upper body routine, you should put 30 seconds between each of your sets and do a cardio exercise, such as jump rope or step-ups or squats or jumping jacks. You choose. If you haven't already, you need to reverse your food pyramid. Eat more food in the morning and less at dinner time. A great philosophy to remember to eat the correct amount of food is eat like a king in the morning, maybe a queen in the lunchtime, and by dinner time you should be eating like a pauper. Here's a perfect example of what you can do to get yourself going for the entire week. If you'll notice, there's even the water bottles that are set aside, and we've talked about those at the beginning of the program as well. By not preparing, you can add as much as 5,000 extra calories per week because of just grabbing whatever you need when you're on the go, like a latte or a burger for convenience, because we sometimes get too lazy to prep. Use smaller, clear or white plates. Studies show that color and size matter, so make your food very colorful, like the rainbow. Green tea. An excellent way to start helping torch extra calories. And antioxidant qualities ensures adequate amounts of water is being taken in, and as well, great mental alertness. Think of other ways that you can start incorporating burning more calories during your daily work life. So think about getting rid of your chair that you have sitting behind your desk. You know that you can burn up to an extra 500 calories per day just by changing from sitting and answering phone calls to walking on the spot, or adding a yoga ball into your practice as well. Don't forget about those bathroom breaks. That's that opportunity, as we said before. Those standing crossovers, you only have to do 10 of them, and we know we all have to go to the bathroom at least once or twice every day. Who says you had to get off the couch to do some cardio? Try commercial cardio. For every hour of TV that's on, there's at least 10 commercial breaks. That means jumping jacks, skipping, push-ups, sit-ups. Oh, there's those crossovers again. Mountain climbers, squats, lunges, stairs, crunches, maybe even some cycling crunches like these ladies are doing. A great way to torch extra calories is to de-stress. Cortisol levels cause our immune system disease. Really thinking about keeping the peace. We want to lower our blood pressure, we want to lower our cholesterol, we want to keep ourselves free from cardiovascular diseases, and we want to also focus on keeping ourselves mentally strong. So this is my little sanctuary that I sit and meditate at. And I know that a lot of you guys probably are thinking that meditation is, how am I going to be burning any calories by just sitting? When we meditate, we have to sit very still, or at least comfortably without moving too much. So therefore, some of us think, how can meditation help us lose weight? Well, although we're not really burning any calories during a typical meditation session, meditation is one of the most important practices that we're going to do for the effort of losing weight. This is the true secret weapon to losing weight. Weight loss is not just a physical activity. If you eat less and you exercise more, yes, sure, you're going to lose weight. However, all of our actions begin in the mind. So if you really think about, before you go for that 45-minute walk, in order to increase your daily exercise, you first had to make that decision to do it. It was your mind that made the decision to do it. So everything that we do is a mental activity. Similarly, if you realize that the junk food that you're eating is making your waistline expand, then you make the decision not to eat the bad foods. So far in everything that we've done, these are all mostly mental activities. So if we're trying to lose weight, you probably already know that if you exercise more and you change some of your eating habits, you know that this fact will undeniably be happening, is you will lose weight. But whether we're fat or slim, we all have the same dilemma. We carry psychological weight. Meditation is one of the best methods that we can take control of our own self. During meditation, you will learn how to make your mind stronger. A weightlifter typically exercises certain muscles, making them stronger and stronger. Similarly, someone who meditates is exercising their mental muscle by directing their mind away from the noise of the world, of the outside world, and then they find that calm within. And it's not a question of mind over matter or having anything to do with that. Meditation is an activity that changes you from the inside out. Instead of forcing yourself not to eat the donut or something that you usually snack on in between meals, the very desire to eat that unnutritious item will vanish. Instead of fighting with yourself to go out for that walk or making those excuses not to exercise, exercise will become something that you enjoy doing. If you get into the practice of meditation, no one will have to twist your arm to make you live a healthy lifestyle. You will just be making it a natural choice. Therefore, while you're not going to be sweating off any pounds during meditation, the daily practice of meditation itself could be the most important part of your effort to lose weight and to live a long and healthy and happy lifestyle. So learning how to torch more calories. It doesn't always have to be about the movement. It has to be about the mind. So thinking of different ways to let our mind be that muscle that works harder for us and smarter for us. We utilize all the different activities such as carbohydrating our body, to increasing our protein levels, to using our high-intensity interval training, to reversing our pyramid so that we're eating healthier and getting more energy in the morning when we need that energy, to preparing our meals at the beginning of each week to make things a little bit easier for our lives, to using smaller plates and having colorful foods to eat, taking in green teas, and allowing ourselves to work in a different way, or maybe exercising our mind and our body at the same time. Also, when it comes to TV, we can always utilize those commercial breaks to our advantage. And most importantly, let your mind do the work for you. So while you're sleeping, you can even be exercising. Thanks, guys.